All right, folks. So I've got a very fun update here for y'all in the electoral space. And so Gary Chambers, running for Senate in, I believe, Louisiana, is going on a weed tour of some kind. And so I wanted to read this. U.S. Senate candidate Gary Chambers visits drive-through marijuana dispensary and follow-up to blunt smoking ad. So he's going all across the country on a weed tour. And talking about, that marijuana is capable of being legalized, and it's not going to kill anyone, and other states have done it. Obviously, he is running for Senate in a state where it is illegal. A Democratic candidate running for U.S. Senate seat in Louisiana continues to make cannabis a centerpiece of his campaign, emphasizing the drug war's disproportionate harm on black people and working to remove the stigma from marijuana use generally. In January, Gary Chambers went viral with a campaign ad featuring himself sitting in a leather-bound armchair and smoking a cigar-sized blunt. On Thursday, he followed that up by posting a video of himself visiting a drive-through cannabis retailer near Chicago. And so here's the video here. Hold up, let me just refresh the page. So I can do this in the embed.
I am in Illinois, and this is a drive-through dispensary. Show them the dispensary.
I mean, that's convenience itself.
And get your grass without ever getting out of your car. It's business, baby.
So there you go. They're going on a weed tour, folks. I mean, I'm full in support of the weed tour. Let's continue reading. This is from Marijuana Moment, by the way. Chambers has been unapologetic about his enjoyment of cannabis, a trait still rare in elected officials despite many lawmakers' open acknowledgement of alcohol use. Presumably, the difference is due to the fear that marijuana is a political liability, although a supermajority of American voters consistently support legalization in national polls, and 58% of respondents said in a recent YouGov survey that they would be willing to vote for a candidate who occasionally smokes marijuana in their free time. So there you go, folks. Now, again, Gary Chambers is also, of course, if you don't know much about Gary Chambers, they're a Black Lives Matter activist. That's kind of like got their start in politics is by, activism. So, I support that. He's a pretty good left-winger. Now, again, we're definitely getting a big increase in improvement. The last time there was a weed guy running for office, we had Gary Johnson in 2016. Does anyone remember fucking Gary Johnson in 2016? This is a huge upgrade. As far as weed guys running for office, huge upgrade. And, if you live in Louisiana, I would highly recommend supporting Gary Chambers' campaign here. And again, you can read the rest of this and all that stuff as well. But there you go. Shout outs to Gary Chambers. I just, gotta support that. Very, very good stuff.